Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Double Clutch Diaries. I'm your host, Simon Kelly, and this is a show where me and guests talk about the UK and Ireland car scene and drifting. Today we are on with Kai. Welcome, Kai.
Evening, dude.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Kai, as some might not, most will know me as Kai anyway. Most will know the brand of K98 Media. I'm also the official videographer for Drift League, which we are at today at Pembrokeshire for their Round 1 2023 series.
We are indeed, and we're having a class time, aren't we?
Yeah,
I am.
Now it's sunny.
Yeah.
We're having a class time, whereas this morning, everything was soaking wet.
I know. But here it is what it is. Like, it's not the first time, probably not the last either.
I mean, we're following drifting motorsport in general in the UK and Ireland.
Yeah.
You're going to get wet.
You cannot complain at it, so you can't. But yeah, so you're head of media at Drift League. How long have you been doing that? How did you get into it? And
So I've been the head of media for Drift League and the official videographer for coming up to 3 years now. After their 2019 rebrand season, they decided to reach out to me, asked me if I was interested in the role. I was like, yeah, sure, let's go with it. And obviously I pushed it into a bit more, obviously what I envisioned.
Were you friendly with the organiser of Drift League beforehand?
I knew him through passing more than anything. I mean, you'll probably get it all the time. There's probably people who might watch this podcast who know people for the best part of 10 years.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know their name.
Aye.
And especially motorsport, you'll know them by the car.
Aye.
But you do not know their name.
Yeah. 100%. Agree.
So that was it. Like we knew each other about a little bit, but then we started talking, and then he approached me about doing the videos. I was like, "Yep, sure, let's go for it." And then, videography-wise, I've been doing videography since 2015, where I literally picked up 2 GoPros with a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Created some very terrible videos.
So 8 years.
Yeah, and today I've probably got a few grand's worth of equipment, and I still create terrible videos.
Aye.
Well,
do you think you've got enough equipment?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
There's always times where I'm shouting to a good friend Phil Milton, can I borrow this or that?
Yeah.
And I've probably been doing that since 2018.
Is he kind enough to lend it to you?
Yeah. There was one point where there was me and another photographer who were pretty much saying half our seasons were sponsored by Philip Milton Photography because he was just literally like, here's this body, here's this lens. Yeah. And he got us through the season with just borrowing us stuff.
I've done a couple of events that Phil's been at as well, and he's always got the gear. He's
walking around with pretty much a camera shop in his bag.
Aye, I know. Even today, you can see it as well.
Yeah, so there was literally at one point I run up to like, Phil, my 7200 is not really doing well on this track. Yeah. Can I borrow the 2x converter? And he threw it at me. I was like, yeah, go for it.
Class. That's what you want,
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of people in the media scene who, we all help each other out in a certain way. Like myself here, even though I'm doing the official video and I'm capturing as much as I can, there's people like yourself and obviously other videographers here who are giving me footage, which helps promote the series as well.
Yeah.
So even if we don't use it in the main video, we can use it later down in the line.
Yeah, of course. And it's a bit like a trade as well. I've got the opportunity, or you've given me the opportunity to come along here. I've got free access and I've got trackside access as well. That allows me to progress my own photography and all the other media personnel to progress themselves, get the opportunity to meet the drivers and do everything they want.
Yeah, that's it.
And in return, they give you content.
Yeah, and I mean, as well, if you turn around to other photographers and videographers on site and ask them for tips, they'll always give you tips.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Now, one thing I'm going to reintroduce this season as well is a constructive criticism post within the group. Yeah. So every media who's coming to an event, you can, put a few photos in there and just, hey, guys, what's your opinions on these? Can you give me some constructive criticism? Yeah. And help people push their stuff further along. Rather than just someone going, oh, I don't like their work.
Aye.
And then it's like,
that's no good. Is it? You can't do that anymore.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't elevate others, how are you going to elevate yourself?
No, not at all. And you might have your clients or the public being like, oh, class photos, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all our photographers that know whether it's a good photo.
Yeah.
And obviously it's subjective photographs, whether or any kind of art and video as well, whether it's good or not. But someone who does it as well, their opinion's much more valuable than the public.
And I mean, you know, I might upset a few people with this, but I agree with Dave Egan when it is, you know, people come with trashy cars to an event, see a couple of photos because one person's going, well, I'll take a couple of photos of them, and they go, these are the best photos ever.
I know.
Whereas people who are taking amazing photos of the amazing cars and not getting pushed by that person as much, because shown as much to other people, because the person who's brought a trashy car's got 3 photos and they're ramming it down everyone's neck. Yeah.
But I actually posted about that on my photography page there probably about a week ago. Like, when you're coming to a drift practice day, style your car out. Not only does it make your car more appealing to videographers and photographers and just the audience in general, but when you've got like high contrast or you've got shapes in your car, it makes it that much easier to focus on. And my personal experience is that you always end up looking better if you've got a good looking car.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I come away from an event with gigabytes worth of footage.
Yeah.
And I'll make a vlog from the event, which is just for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then I'll make the official video. Now, that official video is pretty much 4 to 5 hours of practice each day, qualifying and then battles, all shrink down to about 3 minutes.
It's crazy.
You know,
you wouldn't think
if
you could
your
do it,
car
Thomas.
doesn't
Good story.
look that great,
it's not getting in it.
I can't put, you know, best part 16 hours down into 3 minutes and include your car.
No.
When I've got other cars that look immaculate and are driven so well.
Because at the end of the day, you want to promote Drift League, don't you? You want to attract customers and spectators.
At the end of the day, you don't want to promote your brand with something that doesn't look like what you want to promote.
I know.
So, yeah, it might offend a few people, but hey.
I used to do a car mates, so I did. I'd go to car mates and I'd go around the entire car park, take pictures of every single car. So I would, and people would shout at me, be like, yo, take a picture of this. And I'd be like, okay, fine. Now, I don't even bother. I do go to car mates and I take pictures what I think is nice.
Yeah.
And I post them, and I don't bother with your lowered courses or courses with black wheels or crappy Fiestas that looks the same as the other 4 beside it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very valuable. So it is to have your car looking good and different as well.
Yeah, that's it. Well, obviously, today we've literally had
all sorts
Mark II Golf turn up that's rear-wheel drive, BMW turbo lump, and it's like, well, everybody wants to shoot that because it's that far different.
I know.
Everyone wants
never seen it before in my life. And I mean,
I've been drifting since 2009. I've never seen a Golf.
Yeah.
I'll straight up say I've never seen a Golf.
No, me neither. We've got Pontiacs here. There's a Pontiac here as well. Like that's obviously been about for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I think that was its. I think last year was its debut season.
Yeah.
No, sorry, no, it was the season before was its debut season, but I think it only did 1 round.
Right. I think I was T-side round 1.
Yeah,
so it was because I do remember seeing it.
I remember it used
season.
To be in their full livery.
Yeah.
But then it kind of dropped back off again, and then obviously they've come out with this smaller livery.
Yeah.
And it looks like, even though it's a massive American muscle car, it looks so clean on a simple livery.
Yeah. It does. It's a nice shape.
Yeah, it's an odd shape.
Aye, it is. Yeah, to be honest, you'd hardly recognise it from a regular Pontiac. Like,
oh no, you
wouldn't.
If you put that in the middle of the car park and you weren't told it was a Pontiac, you wouldn't guess.
Nah, not at all.
Like, you just I think it's something. Mm-hmm. I know it's a car, but I don't know what car it is.
But that's the thing with British drifting. British and Irish drifting, there's such a range of cars. So there is Axel Turbo, who's here today.
Yeah.
He's got a rotary.
The rotary the carbon Kevlar Corvette.
Yeah. It's class. So it is. Dave Egan in Ireland as well. He's got the Corvette.
Yeah, he's gone carbon fibre. Whereas, obviously Axel went carbon Kevlar. Yeah. I'm actually excited to see what DMAC comes out with for Dave Egan's
Oh yeah, he's got that at the minute, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's built some wild builds at the moment.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's going to go a bit mental with that the Corvette.
Don't think Dave's ready for it. Like,
no.
No.
Yeah, I'm gutted. I might not see it this year, depending on what's going on. But like, I'm on the YouTube channel, so I'll be definitely tuning in when they release it.
Well, you'll see it on the internet anyway.
I'm sure. For sure. I genuinely think they'll probably break the internet with that one. Yeah. But it's not like Dave Egan to break the internet, really, is it?
No. To be fair, I have a lot of respect for him. Like, he goes over the top with everything, and it all works out. Like, so it does.
It's like,
or so it seems anyway. So it seems.
Them boys will sit there in the office and go, "Oh, Dave's run off with a crazy idea again." Yes, that'll happen.
I get said about me doing some crazy stuff, and then you look at Dave Egan, and it's like whole nother level. Like, so it is. Yeah, brilliant. So with Drift League GP, one thing that I've wondered is, where do you want to take it media wise? So obviously the owner of Drift League, he might have his own goals and obviously want to expand the company as much as he can, bring in huge crowds to watch the sport, I imagine. As media, what's your not your role but your goal?
So my goal with
long term, but also 2023 this season.
So my goal with Drift League is to pretty much promote it so everybody's talking about Drift League.
You want that to be the Drift Championship?
Yeah. I mean, this year we are, one of the main championships of the UK now.
Yeah.
And I want people to be like, I want to be at Drift League. I want to be at Drift League. I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to be shooting.
As they should.
So obviously I want to promote it to that point. Now, I'm working behind the scenes as much as I am putting videos out. I'm making it so much better of a, look at product.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I have the blessings of Gordon, who organises Drift League, to push that. And I'm always talking to him about it, and I'm always pushing ideas at him. And thankfully, he's just like, Kai, you go with that. And if he wants to tweak it here and there, he'll tell me.
Aye.
But he's letting me have a lot of free reign.
They trust your instincts, and your knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to try and film a video tonight. It involved quite a lot of the drivers. But unfortunately, we just weren't able to work the logistics out. So I'll get that done. Possibly Driftland. Yeah. Where I have a little bit more freedom.
Is that round 2?
No, so we're at Three Sisters for round 2.
Right, okay.
Good circuit. So Three Sisters in Wigan. Yeah. On May 6th and 7th is the next round. Yeah. Normally, when we go to Three Sisters, the banking around Three Sisters is packed. Yeah. And I mean, you're looking at a crowd of 1,500 people. Aye. And it's great to see. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially on a sunny day, like. I've been to such events before.
Helps. The sun definitely helps. Yeah. I mean, I remember being there once and I was coming away with that much sunburn. But then I looked back at the bank and there was people just on blankets, on deck chairs and everything, and it was like absolutely heaving.
You'd hardly believe it if someone told you like that.
Yeah, it's great to see. Yeah. So this is it. It's trying to get the support for drifting in the UK. Yeah. Now, with Drift League, we don't have a live stream as of yet.
No.
So
I did see a live stream today when I went on the Facebook.
Thankfully, we have Heath, who he's just live streaming off his phone and doing little bits. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the budget to push for a live stream at the moment. Yeah. So that's why, obviously, us and the media are so important to get content out so everyone can look at it and say, that was cool.
Yeah, I want to see that in person.
Yeah, I want to go there. But that's the main thing. Like, on a live stream, you're still going to lose quite a little bit. Now, granted, you've got the commentators talking and hyping up the action as much. But being there, you're going to hear the commentators, you're going to hear the cars 5 times as loud.
You feel it, like some of them.
You know, you smell the tyre smoke, you're in the sun, possibly rain. UK,
likely.
Sorry. Yeah. Ireland, you're definitely probably in the rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, being there is just so much better.
Yeah. No matter what you're doing, whether that be driving, media, organising, spectating. Yeah. Everybody. I've never heard anybody complain about a drift event before, other than the weather, like. But
yeah, I mean, I've been in a lot longer. I've heard a few people complain about different drift events.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you're still there drifting.
Aye.
I'd like to be in that seat.
Yeah.
But, you know, I picked up a camera rather than spent thousands on a car. I spent thousands on a camera gear.
Well, there's still time, perhaps.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you decide that
the
in the
goal
future.
by the end of the year is to have a car for drifting.
Yeah. Not fully built.
No, I'm not going to be chasing competition in the next 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Because
just for a bit of crack.
Yeah, but like, end of the day, I enjoy working for Drift League.
Yeah.
Why would I lose that?
I know.
Yeah. Like, I want to compete at Drift League, but you can't make their videos.
You just have to do rolling shots out the window. See well.
I'll just have to literally litter my car in GoPros. I mean, it'd probably be the old, 2000, I'm probably talking 2012, 13 FD, when there's a picture out there. You'll probably be able to find it on the internet.
Yeah, okay.
And I think it's Japanese driver. Oh, his name escapes me.
Oh, I can't remember any of the Japanese drivers' names, to be honest.
I think there's a picture of JTP.
Yeah.
Dai Yoshihara, that's it.
Right, okay.
There's a picture of JTP and Dai Yoshihara. And on each roof, I think there's about 14 GoPros.
Aye.
Across all the roofs.
Wow.
Each roof.
No,
so 14 GoPros per car.
They do it now with the Insta 360, like, don't they?
Well, that's the thing now. FD actually introduced a rule where the only cameras that can go on the cars during competition are FDs themselves.
Yeah.
So they aren't going to be littered
for
cameras.
Right, yeah.
They literally go, no, it's our cameras only, and if you want that footage, you can apply for it.
Yeah.
But I won't fully know the rules because I've never been to FD.
Yeah.
But I know that they outlawed everybody's GoPros going on the roofs.
That's mad.
Yeah, because you like I say, at one point it wasn't even a car; it's just a GoPro.
You'd never want to just tell the FD to no, you're not putting a camera on my car, just out of spite, like, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I've had drivers do that, but that's because when I go to do my onboards, it's normally during qualifying where it's a bit more of a slower pace.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I understand that some drivers don't want a camera in for, they feel a bit more under pressure.
Yeah.
On some where they've got to go and get a score. So sometimes I'll try them, but other times it's like at the end of practice and stuff. But, I've had drivers say, no, sorry, I don't want the GoPro in my car or on my car. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, no problem.
Fair enough. It's their car at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if people don't want the camera on the car, that's fine.
Yeah.
And, I have to respect that.
I know. But it's good to see that people are putting the GoPros and the Insta360s on the cars now, like, because it does bring out some pretty cool footage. Like,
yeah. I mean, I'm yet to edit anything 360.
Yeah.
Yet to try anything
I've
360.
Not touched it either.
Yeah. Like one of the drivers I'm working with this weekend, Steve Lynch.
Yeah.
One of the series he drives in, you have to have a holder for a Insta360.
Yeah.
Pole.
Right.
And they put it on every car.
What series is that?
So that's Drift Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be competing in that this year, but obviously he's then bought his own. Because he's like, well, if I've got the mount, I might as well buy my own.
Yeah, of course.
And he does all that video himself.
Aye.
But I'm going to try and get some of the footage off him because, like I say, I'm working with him.
And have a wee bit of a play with it.
And see if we can get used to how it edits.
Yeah.
Because I've never touched it.
I imagine that GoPro or Insta, whoever, would have their own software to be able to just instantly make the videos in a good form. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
probably
at the moment you can probably just raw upload to Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, literally just off the camera into the laptop straight on Facebook. Yeah. I think you pretty much do that. I think you probably do it on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything 360 on Instagram yet. But that's because I'm hardly using Instagram these days.
To be honest, I couldn't tell you the difference. So I couldn't just by looking at it.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see.
Sometimes you'll find like the 360 videos because you'll be scrolling on your phone.
Yeah.
And then suddenly like the camera shot will just look at the sky and you're like, how's that do? Oh, no.
And you've got a globe.
Yeah. And then suddenly you've got to try and like select another part of your screen and then scroll that up. You're like, man, that was just long.
Facebook was bad for that as well because it had the 3D pictures even though they were taken two-dimensional.
It was a weird way of 3D it because it was as it scrolled up your timeline, it went 3D, and I'm like, oh, apparently I actually have a scroll now, not a flat screen.
Yeah, much easier to use in the computer, like.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, most people probably don't even browse social media on a computer anymore. It's literally just phones.
No, I know. I do browse a lot on Facebook and Instagram. Well, Facebook, because I'm on there all the time with my photography page, I do spend a lot of time on there. A lot of the features of Facebook are easier to manage on desktop rather than mobile.
Oh, yeah.
For example, going through notifications and making sure you respond to everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, this is probably more for the people who have pages themselves, but Business Suite is an absolute nightmare.
Do you think?
I like it. I genuinely don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I try to avoid it if I can.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get the laptop up and I'm responding to clients' messages through the page and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, here we go, Business Suite, do this, do that, do that.
Yeah. See, I use it for comments, likes and shares, the Business Suite.
Yeah.
And then messages, I've got the Messenger app downloaded on my computer, and I use that because you can switch between.
See, I don't know if you might have this as well. Like, my Business Suite, like my Facebook, will tell me that my page has got like a notification or something, like someone's commented on something or someone shared something. And they'll be like, oh, click this now. And obviously, you click to view it and stuff. And you click it and it's just not there.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't
frustrating.
I'm like, why tell me I've got, like, someone shared this and then not show me?
The notification disappears as well sometimes.
Yeah,
like.
and you're just like, yeah, okay, bye.
Well, here's one less thing to reply to, like, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's nice to reach out, like, well, not reach out, but, at least drop a like or a comment on someone's video. Oh, thanks for sharing my video, or thanks for sharing my photo.
It goes a long way, like, especially if it's if it's somebody who regularly does it.
Yeah.
So it does. Like,
it's like,
fans
I always ask people to comment on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And like every time they comment, obviously I've got YouTube Studio on my phone, I comment back.
Yeah.
And like, more comments on the YouTube stuff helps an algorithm.
Whether it's yours or someone else's.
Yeah, so then it pushes more.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always like, talk to this bit in a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Like, let me know in the comments below. Like, well, that's because I'm trying to
push. You've got to interact or get them to interact with you.
I'm always happy to interact with people and stuff. And, sometimes it's because I've got my feet up in work and I don't want to do anything. But, it's the day job. I want to do the dream job.
Yeah, of course. Is YouTube your dream job then, is it?
Yeah, so content creation
as a whole.
Around motorsport would be pretty cool. Around travel as well. I've been traveling since 2019 a lot more.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Abroad as well.
Yeah. I mean, I forget how many times I've been out to Ireland now.
Aye.
I remember did Drift on the Docks 2 and 3.
Yeah.
IADC, a few.
Was that at Dunleary? Sorry, was it?
Yeah, that was at Dunleary.
I missed out on that, but it looked unreal.
That was some crack.
Yeah. I bet.
Dave Egan, hats off to him for pulling that one out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I know how much pressure they were under because I could see obviously as they were organising.
Yeah,
and that's probably the only time
on the day as well, with the weather and that.
That's the only time I've been in a briefing where one of the track managers walked in, turned around and said, "If any of you do anything wrong, I will personally escort you out of the circuit, cut your wristband off, and if you want to get back in, you've got to pay."
Yeah,
I was like, "Wow, okay, this is serious."
They couldn't flip and risk anything that day.
I mean, obviously, you've had a briefing from me today as part of obviously thinking it's super chilled. Here's the areas you can go. Chill out, enjoy yourself. That was
same as most events.
Yeah, that was super strict.
Yeah,
stupid like this. You're gone, and I was like, oh yeah, this is bad.
Aye.
Yeah, but in the end, they turned out to be two of the best events ever.
Aye, and it happened again as well the next year, didn't it?
Yeah, well, obviously, I went to 2 and 3. I'm glad I got to them.
Yeah.
And then I've been out for DMEC. I've been out for Drift Games, as it was at the time.
Aye, the Nationals.
It was Drift Games Extreme.
Extreme,
at the time. And then I did LZ Fest last year.
Aye. What do you think your favourite event in Ireland has been? Or most extraordinary? Would you say Dunleary?
Yeah, I'd say Dunleary 2.
Yeah.
Dunleary 2 was definitely my best event out there.
What made it better than Dunleary 1?
Well, I didn't go to Dunleary 1.
Fair enough.
So I can't be like, it was better than number 1. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't make it for 1.
Yeah.
Made it out for 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 just... the whole adventure about it, I mean, it was literally one of my good friends' wedding the day before.
Yeah.
I got drunk at the wedding, got a train from Stockport to Holyhead.
Aye.
That took...
The rail and sail ticket? Brilliant.
Yeah, it was the best part of like a 3-hour train.
Yeah.
That was horrible, full of people who were going onto the boat as well.
Aye.
Then got on the boat.
No electric.
Yeah. Got on the boat, put my bag in a corner, used that as a pillow, fell asleep and woke up in Dublin. I was just like, yeah,
Aye.
okay. And then, funny story about that event. I booked a hotel for that event. Only
Right.
problem was it was the Friday night I booked the hotel.
Aye. Was it on the Saturday, was it?
Saturday night was the night I was supposed to stay in
Yeah.
Dunleary. I was like, oh, I don't have a hotel.
Aye.
What's going on?
What'd you end up doing?
Fortunately enough, the legend himself, Senior Shanahan,
Yeah.
chatting away with him, and he turned around and he goes, what, you've got nowhere to stay? I was like, no. He goes, right, I'll put a bed on the floor
Aye.
in the truck,
Class.
feed you all night, you stay there.
Happy
I was
days.
like, mint.
Good lad.
So I've literally got John Shanahan throwing plates full of like Irish Stuart mate,
Aye.
bread, cans of Coke and everything like that. He's just like, go on, feed you. And he's like, right, I'm getting in my bed, I'm going to sleep, see you later, see you in the morning.
Class.
I was like, this is mega.
Good man.
Yeah,
Good man.
so
Aye,
thankfully,
they're a
John
good
Shanahan-
family, like, aren't they?
Oh, yeah,
they're,
yeah.
They're all dead on, good
Yeah,
crack, like.
since then,
So,
I've always made sure to say hello and stuff like
Aye.
that. And then, like, when I've been out in Europe, I always going to say hello to Val and stuff
Aye.
and have a crack with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's great to
Very
see
good.
the two boys driving
Yeah.
so well and getting so many rewards.
It's mad the connections you get with this here, and you just see people all over, like.
Well, that's
don't
it. Like, you know, I can easily say I've got friends for life
Yeah.
through this sport.
Yeah.
And I've got friends around the world. Last year, I was able to travel again thanks to the Swedish Drift Brothers.
Aye.
Because they
Class.
hired me to go out to Europe, and I did Austria, Sweden, and Latvia with those guys.
Unreal.
And I
Doing
met,
media as well.
yeah, doing their media and stuff like that. And I met those guys from Sweden. Got in touch again with some of my friends from Norway and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Met some friends from Finland. Then obviously the other countries as well.
Yeah.
And then they had, where were the other two from? They had two spotters, one from Dubai and one from Abu Dhabi.
Aye.
So shout out Nasser
Right.
and Hazza, because
Yeah.
they were some really cool dudes.
Aye.
And like they were like, oh yeah, come out to us sometime if you can and stuff
Aye.
like that.
Wow.
And like,
Imagine that, your spotter being from a completely different country. Like, how do you manage that?
Yeah, but like their English was great.
Aye.
So it was all through English and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because the Middle Eastern guys were also drivers, they were able to communicate, obviously the driving and stuff like that, so much easier.
Yeah.
And you know,
Brilliant.
Austria was probably one of my best trips last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Class.
I got the phone call on the Tuesday to say could I make it Thursday up to Edinburgh
Huh.
to fly out. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it was phone call Tuesday. Can you get up to Edinburgh on Thursday?
You obviously live in England, yeah.
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 To then sleep in Edinburgh, and then fly from Edinburgh the day after
Mm-hmm.
out to Austria. Spend 5 days in Austria and then come back.
Yeah.
I was like,
What an opportunity, like.
yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm there.
Class.
Yeah, and thankfully they paid for most of my travel and stuff. I was like, right, gone.
Aye.
And then
Well
suddenly sat on a plane in Edinburgh, like, cool, let's go.
Aye, because where that is, you're seeing different parts of Austria that you would not see otherwise.
Oh, yeah, I mean-
I've been to Austria before. I've been to I went to Vienna for like 4 days for a football match. All I saw was Vienna itself. I do need to go back and see different parts of the
Yeah, I
country.
mean,
like, but-
thankfully we actually got a day where we got to tour around Vienna,
yeah.
and we were just touring around on electric scooters all day.
Yeah.
I've never.
Oh, brilliant crack.
They were some crack. I'll tell you that. Like the first 5 minutes, you're listening to every like street law, like every road law and stuff like that. And they were like, "You must wear a helmet when you snap back on." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, that'll do."
Aye. 5 minutes later, you're hopping off curbs and stuff.
5 minutes later, my mate's pulling the handbrake, well, the back brake, and he's doing skids down the street. And I was like, "Yeah,
Aye.
whatever, let's go."
Drifter, clearly.
Yeah, and like thankfully through drifting, I've managed to do, I think 13 different countries.
Yeah.
One of them was a
unreal.
road trip,
Yeah.
so I kind of got to knock a few off.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to France, Germany, Latvia, Sweden, and America and
Aye.
Ireland through drifting.
That's
And
unreal.
I'm like, yeah, this is,
Aye.
yeah.
I've only been to the UK and Ireland myself, but hopefully we'll get them over this year.
It's a different world out there. Like, when we were in Austria as well, like we were allowed so close to the action, like, you know, not well to plug it as well. But my vlog from Austria, I pretty much turn around and say, "This is how close I'm allowed to stand."
Yeah.
I've got an onboard of Jack coming
Shanahan?
past. Yeah. Coming past, and I don't think his speedo set to wheel speed. I think it's GPS speed.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure at one point it was 135 kilometers an hour.
And you could tell that on your camera.
Yeah, like you can clear as day see 135 kph.
That's mad.
And I'm like, oh, that's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and he's probably no less or no more than 5 meters away from you.
I'm talking 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 with
Mental.
2 road tires in front of me.
Yeah.
Like I was chatting to the girl who organised the media.
Yeah.
And I was showing her
Was
some
this
of the
for
places.
BMAC, was it?
Yeah. I was showing her some of the places we have to stand in the UK. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Yeah, that's not close enough."
Yeah.
I was like, "No, that's a safe distance." And she was like, "No, that's not close enough."
What do you prefer?
A mix and match.
Yeah.
Some drivers, I will happily let them drive at 80 mile an hour towards me, not flinch.
You see them drive hundreds of times.
Yeah, I've seen them drive thousands of times. I've been in the car with them. I've filmed them for years.
Yeah.
Other people, I'm happy we're so far away from them at Pembury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pembury's quite a big track. Like.
Yeah, it's a big track. We are quite far from the action for the media spots.
Yeah.
But then when you see the speeds they were putting down today, you kind of like, yeah, I agree with that.
Did I hear on the commentary 80 mile an hour initiation? Is that right? Something like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing between, you know, it's a wide speed range, but I'm probably sort of guessing 60 to 80 miles an hour before you initiate into the first corner.
It's quick enough, like.
Yeah, when we come back here later in the year, we'll be running the track that's literally just behind the camera, which is over there. Transition speeds are upwards of 90 miles an hour.
Aye.
And that's fast.
Class.
Yeah. So this track is definitely one for the drivers who want to, you know, push the cars and really drive. So
and their ability as well.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're building your 1,000 brake horsepower, 800 brake horsepower cars, get to Pembury.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
You don't want to be going around the T-side in a 1,000 brake car, like, do you?
Well, the thing is, T-side, you still can use
track.
that car.
Yeah.
But, you know, at here, you know, you're transitioning at nearly 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
I know.
I mean, you know, I can understand why you wouldn't want to do it in terms of sensibility. You know, it's a bit nuts.
I think every single one of those drivers out there will want to initiate as fast as they can.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if you get into drifting, you've probably got some sort of screw loose.
Aye.
Because it's not the most simple of sports to try and explain to somebody.
No.
Right, the best way.
It doesn't seem right. Why would you want to lose control of the car or go sideways in a car?
Yeah,
it's supposed to go straight.
Well, why do you want to be in control of out of control? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, that's drifting.
Bring them along for a day.
Yeah,
and they'll soon realise.
That's the best thing. Like
drift league.
Yeah, if I can introduce, you know, up to 5 people per round to drifting who've never been before and they love it, men.
Yeah. Well, those 5 people, that might turn into 25 people.
Yeah, because that 5 people then go tell
boys.
the next 5 people, and then the next 5 people, and the next 5 people.
Aye.
But then it's just branching out and branching out and branching out.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. Mm-hmm. You know, Drift League is a driver-focused championship.
Yeah. You mentioned today about the different, track schedule.
Yeah.
To give them more seat time.
Yeah. Like, you know, some are coming away from here for so much seat time. Mm-hmm. But, like, you know, I'm trying to focus on let's promote this product.
Yeah.
And that's, again, you know, thankful for Gordon because he's letting me, you know, run away with it.
Yeah.
You know, at one point he might be like, "Hey, Kai, slap me around the head and rein it in."
What are you doing?
Okay.
Aye.
Yeah, but that's just where I've just got to address it and just go, right, cool.
Good you got that motivation though. Like, a lot of people, they get asked to do something, they're told to do something by a boss, and it feels like a burden. So it does.
Yeah, I mean, that just...
most day jobs, like...
Yeah, that just sounds like my day job. I get my list in the morning, I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Come here. Like, you know, it's the whole, like, memes on the Facebook and stuff like that. It's like, my daily alarm goes off at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I've had 8 hours sleep and I don't want to get out of bed.
Aye.
Drift events. I've had 3 hours sleep in the back of my car. My alarm is going off at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm out like I've had 2 cans of Red Bull.
I was up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the exact same situation.
I mean,
last
today
night for me,
I can
like.
look at my watch here, and it literally says I've done 17,240 steps.
Aye.
Like, I'm a big guy.
All within like a 300-meter radius, like.
Yeah, I've walked 8 miles today. I'm a big guy. I
play.
should be sat on that floor curling over right now, but I'll go back to my hotel.
It goes so quick as well.
Yeah, I'll go back to my hotel tonight because I'm a bit of a luxury this weekend. I've got a hotel rather than the car.
Or tent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really do tents now, but now I have a touring.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's my tent. That'll do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Being that.
go back to hotel, have some sleep, straight back again tomorrow,
Class.
do it all, and then drive 5 hours back up the road back to Manchester, which is home.
Unreal. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Tomorrow we do have practice, and then it's all battles.
Yeah.
So obviously the action
The best
will
of the
heat
weekend,
up.
like, yeah.
Yeah. But
And then once you get into the top 32, like, it's crazy how quickly the crowd ramps up, like, innit?
yeah. And
See it every single event, like, the crowd goes wild by the final, like.
Yeah. And especially here at Drift League as well, because of the way we run the battles, like the
One
track.
after the other, isn't it?
Yeah. The track is constantly going to have action on it tomorrow. So everyone will just be glued to it going, wow, okay. And like, hopefully, again, Pembrey, last year we had a sellout for the amount of people we could have on the bank.
Class.
Hopefully we have a sellout again tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. The
that
weather's
means-
looking to be all right anyway.
Yeah, that's it. And, that means Pembrey want us back. And we want to be back at Pembrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Class. Well, I think we're about out of our time. So we are, Kai.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that's been, but it seems long enough.
Yeah, I mean...
42 minutes. I have another interview to do with this after with Axel. I must go get him.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you've got work to do from today as well.
Yeah, I'm literally going to jump the other side of his desk now, which this phone is set up on, and start editing.
Aye.
Yeah.
Class.
All right.
So what's... plug yourself, mate. Your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want, mate.
Right,
What can people find you?
You can pretty much find every one of my pages by searching K98 Media.
Yeah.
However, I will give a little bit exclusive to your podcast.
Okay, thank you.
I'm filming a video. Like, if you use this room, I'm not filming a video until you've left this room.
Yeah.
But I plan on filming a video in which I'm rebranding my YouTube channel.
All right. Tonight?
So, the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Right. Like I say, I want to film the video and then get on with it. But yeah, the idea is basically the brand is disappearing from the YouTube channel. And then it's becoming now what is going to be called Kai's Life.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit more
YouTube will become Kai's Life.
Yeah. So the YouTube will become Kai's Life.
Yeah.
And basically that's going to be a bit more of what I'm up to daily, traveling, and the drift events.
Yeah.
Whereas previously it was just always the drift events.
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to get it so I can get it as still searchable as K98 Media.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be under Kai's Life in the next 2 weeks.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
No bother.
So well.
Thank you very much.
I wish you best of luck with that. But yeah, that is all we have time for today. Thank you very much for listening to Double Clutch Diaries. If you've liked this episode, please do follow and share with your friends if you think any of your friends might like this as well. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that you can listen to the next episode as well. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.